Hello, this is Jason helping you craft your language life. This video is a quick introduction for those of you who may be new to independent, self-directed language learning outside the classroom. And the first tool you're going to need when you get into this is Anki, or Anki. I don't think there's a standard pronunciation. Anyway, you'll go to this website, ankiweb.net. Make sure it's .net. And as you can see here on the About page, Anki is free and it works on multiple devices, Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS. That's pretty much the vast majority, almost 100%. 99% of all devices you can use Anki. And it's free, with one caveat, and that is I believe the iOS app is not free. And that's just due to historical accident. I promise it's not punitive. Anyway, you go ahead and you get Anki. Now, what does that take to get Anki? Well, you should start at the website and start by registering for an account. At ankiweb.net, you can go in and sign up. Just give your email address and a password, and they will send you a confirmation email, which you do have to click on before you can proceed. Once you do that, and you have an account, you'll go to this page, and yours won't have anything other than a default deck when you first get it. And by the way, all this is free. All this is free, except for the iOS app. What you will want to do, now you could just use the default deck, which is empty at the moment, but you could create your own cards in the app and go ahead that way. But what you might want to do when you first get started, just to check things out, is to click on this button, Get Shared Decks. And when you do that, it will take you to a page like this. So ankiweb.net/shared/decks, and look at all these languages that are supported here. So I shouldn't say supported, I should say, because all of this content is also free. These are shared decks that people have uploaded. I'm going to click on Spanish because that's what I'm learning. So as a demonstration, you'll see that there are, look at the size of that scroll bar. There are many, many decks in here that you can browse through. And they are conveniently sorted for you by the ratings that users have given them, by the number of ratings, of course, and the number of stars. So you can also look at when the deck was last modified. If it hasn't been modified very recently, maybe it seems abandoned, maybe you want to stay away. You can also look at the size of the deck. How many cards does it have, right? They call them notes here, but it's the same idea. 5,000 notes, maybe that's more than you'd like to take on at one time. You can look further. There are some that just have a few hundred. And you can also see how many of them have audio or images if you're really looking for something that's audio-based or image-based, because that can help your memory retention. You can see that right here. In any case, you just look through these. If you click on one, you can read through the description. It's nice that it tells you, what level it's appropriate for, if it gives you some examples. Usually there's a sample of the actual cards, the different fields that they have populated. There are actually many fields. Anki is very flexible. It can deal with a lot of different content and media. So you look through the examples and you say, okay, this is something for me. You find one that's interesting to you. You just click the big download button at the bottom of that deck's page. Now, you would think that it would just take that deck and zip it off into your account, but that's not what happens. Instead, what ends up happening is that you download the .apkg file, and it ends up on your computer somewhere. And then you have to download the app. So download the computer, the desktop version for your desktop, Windows, Mac, Linux. And when you have that installed and up and running, and you've signed into your account, the account that you just created at AnkiWeb, then you should see your decks. There would be the default deck, if there was anything in it. And then from here, you can click Import File, and grab those beginner Latin American sentences. And it tells you how many cards it imported, and there you see it right there. So it actually seems to be a ripoff of Rosetta Stone. That's a shame. That's not very nice, so I probably won't use that. Rather, I'll go and look for something that someone actually created and put more energy into, any energy of their own. And some people, they do request like a donation or something for, like, if it's a really high quality deck that they put a lot of time into. But a lot of these are just plain free, and you can put as many of them as you like into your account. Now, once you've added it, once you've imported the deck, you can just synchronize here, synchronize with Anki Web, which I believe is also what happens if you just quit the app. It automatically does that. And then you're all set. Then all of those cards and any progress that you've made going through the cards will be synchronized to the servers, the Anki servers. And when you open the app on your portable device, it will also synchronize with those servers, and you can pick up right where you left off. So that's just a quick introduction to Anki and how to get started. Remember, as just a quick review, you start off by signing up for an account and clicking Get Shared Decks and browsing through the decks until you find 1 or 2 or 12 that you like, and downloading those .apkg files, and then importing them into the desktop app, and then synchronizing. Then you're set. Then you're ready to go. Now you can practice these flashcards wherever you are, at your desktop, on the go, and you are well on your way to independent language study.